Hey Aquarius, so I'm going to be doing your November reading, and if you would like the extended, you can purchase it by paying 25 to my PayPal link, and then I will send you the video where you'll have unlimited views. I am doing the same spread as before, where it's 3 cards about what someone thinks about you, and then 3 cards for how someone feels about you, and then 3 cards of advice. And the bottom was the 9 of Cups. So it's emotional fulfillment. 10 of Cups, it's happiness and support, but it comes along with learning to do things in a different way, maybe than you've ever done things before. Because some of you are really suffering with anxiety right now because of whatever reason. Maybe you're scared of something. Maybe you're just used to doing things a certain way. Some of you guys are waiting for money, which is here. But when it comes to investment, some of you guys are running for the hills. Or maybe you're running from an earth sign or a Taurus, or trying to figure out, the best thing that works for you. Because I think that you guys like to do things a certain way, and not everybody understands that. And not everyone understands the things that you think about. But I think when you change the way that you think about things and don't stay so stuck in your head, you're going to have more clarity. And I think that there is some movement here towards stability, towards grounding yourself. But there's also, a need for you to trust your intuition and maybe not take action on an earth sign that was going to be coming back to you, because there's a cycle here, but there's also the 7 of Wands and the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles. So it's like there might be more than one person, and someone needs to kind of stand their ground, because this person is still a page. They come back, with these I love yous and stuff, but it's really like they're very immature, and it's more of the idea, or maybe this is you. Maybe your idea about love and partnership is different than someone else, because I feel like you guys just don't want to be hurt. You have possibly a water sign who's waiting for you, or like looking towards the future, or maybe this is about trusting your intuition and looking towards the future and kind of making this decision that you've been thinking about to have a new beginning or a relationship. But some of your guys' feelings are kind of disconnected, and you're fighting yourself on it, honestly. So for how this person thinks of you, you have the 6 of Wands with the 2 of Pentacles and the Moon card. So this person sees you as someone who's like, gets a lot of attention, someone who sees that you're growing and that maybe you would be a really good boss, or maybe you will be getting a promotion. But there's a decision here between the 2 of Pentacles, where there's a need for balance when it comes to emotions and other things, and attention, and weighing things out and figuring out. Someone sees you as juggling, like you aren't really either not giving them attention, or possibly not exactly telling them how you feel, or possibly lying because you have more than one person. I think that someone feels like you're already in a situation, and it's just like a stalemate right now, because someone needs to kind of take a break from a situation, or maybe it's just being really stressed and exhausted, and it's like you don't want to ask anyone for help, but a part of you is still living in the past, and the chaotic things that maybe you're still participating in, as far as sleeping around, or maybe you just have that energy where you want to be, free and single, but it's like a part of you doesn't want to lose someone, but you know that they're not changing, and you're really exhausting yourself. And this anxiety is nothing to play with. And I think that there will be a job coming in for you, but not until you make this decision and kind of get rid of some things that need to go. Because for how someone feels about you, have the Queen of Wands with the Sun card and the Page of Swords. Someone feels like they could be really happy with you. Someone might be creeping your Facebook or vice versa, but it's about kind of telling the truth about how you feel, having that confidence to kind of go forward into something and tell someone like, you know, this could be a really good outcome, but I don't think you're seeing it that way. I feel like you're kind of sitting back, you know, not saying shit. People might think that you're keeping secrets, but I feel like you're just not doing anything. You're just kind of sitting there because you might be going through your own shit right now, and you might be going through another ending in your life. You just have too much going on, and you need some rest. You need to recover and know that you are supported, but you need to realize that it takes a lot of patience on both sides of the fence. And maybe you and this person need to release some old energy because they want you to take control again, Aquarius, and love yourself and have confidence, because somewhere along the line, like, you lost that. You don't have it anymore. And it's because you've been let down and you've been disappointed when it comes to feelings and breakups and arguing and people like having more than one person. You just like trying to move on and forgive, but you don't know if this is going to be the same situation as the last time because you've been hurt so many times. And it's by people that, you know, are a big part of your life. It could be the mother of your children. It could be, you know, people that rely on you financially. And it's like you didn't want it to be this way, but there's something that you're missing, and there's some kind of transition and elimination that's here to bring you to this victory. But it has something to do with boundaries. It has something to do with resilience and kind of speaking into the universe, you know, that you will have this victory, even though you're not really sure how you feel, you know, looking towards the future, maybe, that there is progress, that you're just trying to build a stable foundation and maybe changing the way that you think about that, because I think that some of your decisions are kind of hasty, or maybe it's communication with someone that there's a friendship or some kind of reunion here, but you just have so much going on and maybe you don't want to commit to one person, or maybe you just don't know what you want because there's a cycle that needs to end with someone. But I think that your advice is the 10 of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Knight of Swords. So whenever you kind of make this decision for your life to make a call on somebody, I think it's an earth sign. It could be a Pisces, it could be a Cancer, or a fire sign, whoever it is, Leo. Once you make this final decision on this person, things are going to move forward. That's when you're going to have the financial stability. When you have that confidence in your life back, when you start telling people how you feel, when you start seeing the sun, you know, instead of just the stress, because it's like you're afraid to move forward because you just don't know and you're trying to figure it out. But there's something that you're learning. There's an accomplishment here. And it's like, when it comes to money, you just have to be patient and stop being so hard on yourself, because there's so much negative energy that it's blocking your intuition and blocking you moving forward. It's because you don't have confidence. Think of only your desires, never your fears. Four of Swords talks about resting and healing, and in that you'll find this balance with the Temperance card. But you do need to kind of keep up some boundaries with people. Maybe don't try to push everyone away, but I feel like there's an offer here of a love, or maybe you had a baby with someone, mother of your child, but I feel like there's just, you're not really opening up to anyone, I feel like, because of someone that's in your life, and you don't know like who your friend is or who, you know, you wasted some time on someone is basically how you feel, and you're trying to improve and recover, but part of you still holding on, or they're holding on to you. And you're waiting for your life to get better, I think, and, you know, trying to have patience, but at the same time, you do need to make a few choices. You do need to weigh out your options. And if you want someone in your life, whether it's a friend or a partner, you do have to work with them and build together, because that's a true partnership. It's like, if you want the relationship that you are thinking about, what are you doing to gain it? Or do you want to just move away and clear your mind and, you know, have a new start somewhere else? Because maybe that's why you're not opening up to anyone, because I think that you've been loyal to a lot of people, and you've gotten like really really closed off emotionally. And there's a new proposal here, but it's like, I don't think you want it from this person, and you've had the clarity about that. But at the same time, like, you haven't really exactly talked to them about it, like, because there's like other people or just drama, and it's like, you don't want to argue with anybody anymore, but you're like internalizing everyone or everything on yourself, and then you're like really emotionally unsatisfied. So I just feel like once you guys can heal and release some of this stuff and see things for what it truly is and move forward, then if money is what you're focused on, I feel like that can come in for you. But it really is about having confidence and letting old things go, you know, going through this transformation, because the reason everything is going this way is because the universe isn't taking any prisoners this time. Like, everybody's being forced to purge the things that they were meant to.